I do need the charger.
509.
I have my chargers right here. That's good. Let's see. Are we live? Brum. Yes, sir. We are back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for a late night edition of We Got Next. And I apologize for the time. I was only really able to put something really quick together at this time. Basically, because I've been, busy, and now I got a little bit of time on my hand, even though it is a little late. And to have some people join me because, quite frankly, at this time it's hard to get a little team to come in and check us out. So I was fortunate to get one of my right hand mans, a man that needs no introduction because he's one of the Expodian brothers that's been there since day one. And really quick, I want to give thanks to 9 Foot for joining us. Thank you for coming by and stopping and waiting for us, brother. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time, your effort, just to taking the time to hear us out. And I hope that you have a good time. Not going to try to be here too long. It's been a while, like I said. But when I get a chance, I try to do it. And I figured it'd be good to talk about the topic since I couldn't really do a video on it. So without any introductions needed, I'm gonna pass it over to my brother with the number one with the gun, like Erock likes to say, Sega man. Introduce yourself, buddy, and thank you for taking the time for coming on. I know it's late, you just got out of work, and but it means the world to me. So thanks a lot, brother, for stopping by.
Oh, no problem, brother Hebot, man. I'm glad to join you, man, on the podcast, man. Yeah, man, I'm kind of excited to hear, what you have to say about what happened today in gaming news. And
Hmm.
hopefully, we'll be joined by our other brother here soon. So, man, I can't wait to get into the topic with you, man. I'm happy to be here. And shouts out to 9 Foot for coming and hanging out with us, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, let's get fired up. Let's get fired up. Well, I mean, I didn't get to fill you in really quick, and I know you were working, so you probably don't know all the ins and outs. And I basically just want to get your thoughts and then give my thoughts and kind of compare and contrast based on the differences of what's going on with the media,
What's up,
the
Poseidon?
what's going on with not only the media. Hey, my brother Poseidon, how are you, puppy? Thank you for stopping by. With the differences with the approach of the media, right? The reaction, the differences of why this happened compared to why, and my thoughts compared to what happened and what happened, why Microsoft did it with Activision as far as them acquiring them, and just give a compare and contrast because I think it's going to prove and cement further what we've been saying for so long about the differences and when Microsoft does things and when Sony does things and how everything is looked at as bad when it's Microsoft or everything is looked at as good when it's Sony. And I hope that is something we can convey with the conversation, whether it's for a little bit or whether it's for a long time. And we should be joined, just to let you guys know, a little bit further in a little while by our brother Sega Forever, which has been a while because he's in Hawaii and this time is probably perfect for him because for him it's a 6 hour difference going backwards compared to us on the East Coast. So Sega man, today was one of those days where we got some unexpected and exciting news, but news that for me, from I've seen for so many years with how Sony does certain things, it was very fitting for the quote that my brother Sega Man said or Sega Forever said a while back that Sony is very counter reactive, right?
Yeah.
And I know there's little details in there where people go, no, but this is something that's been in place for this long or that's long. Oh, you want if you want in, yeah, sure. Unlimited. I'll send you. I just thought it might have been too late. Absolutely. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So give me a second so I could send our brother Unlimited a link. Okay. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I gotta go here. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. I gotta go here. Go to my brother Unlimited. Unlimited. It's easier when you do it on the phone. I am on the phone. So if I start botting or anything, guys, please feel free. It's okay. There's not enough. Feel free and let me know if it's botting or anything because that helps me in the process to do better quality and better audio to you guys. Unlimited, you already got it on the messenger on your phone, so it should be there, brother. Oh, absolutely. Uh, He says to send it on Twitter, right? Hold on. Um, hold on. Your phone. Sorry, guys. Like I said, the brothers are trying to join in, and so I'm trying to make sure that I let everybody in one by one. And as we go in and talk, I send you the link unlimited. It's already there. Let me see. I'll just send it to him. Also, Sega Forever saying to send it to him on Twitter because he can't really see it, I guess, here. So I'll go to Sega Forever. So yeah, my brother, Sega man. I basically, this is a quote that our brother on the Sega Forever said long ago, and we and him talked and discussed about it. That Sony's very counter reactive, right? And this is one of those things that absolutely feels like a counter reactive move.
Yeah.
Unlimited, can you hear us, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, fantastic. So, guys, before I go any further, Unlimited, please uh, introduce yourself. Let them know where you can find you. I'm very grateful, first and foremost, for you to taking out the time this late. I know it's quite late to come in just to chime in for a little bit to talk about the things that happened and concurred today, and give our thoughts about the differences on how it happens when something happens with Sony does it, and compare and contrast it to when Microsoft does it. It's a bad thing, and you see a lot of hypocrisy. But when Sony does it, it's something that's amazing. It gets applauded, and it just gets looked at in a different approach. And that's kind of where I want to go about it and talk about it. So introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It's a limited production. I always like to support the Exiles family, so I pop in when I can, even though it's late and I do got to work tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be around super long. But
Hmm.
there's some thoughts I do want to get out tonight as well. And like I said to you earlier, I want to have this discussion anyway. So I figure
Hmm.
might as well jump on since you're doing the show. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
no, and I appreciate it, probably because I know you work, like I said, and again, it's just due to my root and crude schedule. This is kind of like the time I had. Plus, Sega Forever said he could join us, and Sega Man came out of work. He said, "Yo, I can join you real quick." So I said, "This is perfect." So I'm just grateful that you're here. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
And real quick, I believe we have Sega Forever in the room. Are you here, my brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
loud
man.
and
We
clear,
can hear you,
brother.
man.
Oh,
Loud
all
and
right.
Well,
clear.
well,
Loud and
well.
Sorry.
clear.
Yes. What's up, guys?
Eh,
It's funny. I just got through listening to you guys' podcast from the other day. I finished it up.
Oh, oh, that's great. So now you can be part of another one. So that's fantastic. So Sega Forever, listen, thank you for taking out the time. Like I said, I know for you it's not as difficult because you are in Hawaii and you are a 6 hour difference going backwards compared to us here in the East Coast in America. And you are in Hawaii, but it's just a wonderful time to at least be able to share these moments with you tonight because this whole conversation starts with a topic and a quote that you said long ago that is very fitting to the situation where you said that Sony is very counter reactive, right? And I think it fits the bill very well with what happened today. So I wanted to get your point of view as well and your thoughts. So thank you for joining us. Let them know where they can find you. Introduce yourself, even though you don't really need an introduction, just like Unlimited. But do so anyway since you've been away for a while.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? All on channel here on YouTube. Gamer Tag is Sega Forever. I'm actually spending a lot of time playing Game Pass, which is awesome. That's one of the reasons why I haven't done a lot of videos. Then I have like
Hmm.
these great ideas to do videos, and then Unlimited put something up, and then Sega Man does a podcast, and then you do something. You did something on COD that I wanted to talk about. Exactly what you talked about today. How
Hmm.
everybody and Unlimited said this, man. It's funny to me, man. It's like everybody forgot. Ever since 2013, man, nobody knows that consoles existed before that year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I was laughing because like all these people are like, yeah, COD is PlayStation, so it should be on PS5. I'm like, dude,
Hmm.
COD has always been with Xbox.
In
So yeah, so that
association
was
with
a
Xbox,
great
right?
video that you
Hmm.
did. Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, and you're right. When Unlimited and E-Rock and Sega Man because of the fact that they have probably a little bit more flexible schedules, end up doing great videos on the topic. You almost feel like
Yeah.
you're beating a dead horse. It's like there's no
No,
point in me doing one because
and
they
look,
already tackled
I'm not
it.
complaining, man. More power to you guys, because I need all the help
You
I
know
can
what I
get
mean?
with Halo.
But I
So
know there's exactly the feeling because I'm so caught up and then I see a limit. God damn it, he beat me to it. You know what I mean?
nah,
And you know,
yeah,
I'm not gonna go cut his throat because he did the video. He did exactly what needed to be done. So we don't need to chime off each other and make the same topic over and over
nah.
again.
Like I said,
You
more
know?
power. More power to these guys, man. Because then that gives me more time to try and level up. I finally hit 100 in Halo Infinite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, they make the job so much easier. Imagine Sega Forever when we were back then. Even Sega Man. I'm pretty sure you are a testament to this, and maybe even Unlimited, to be honest. Even though he wasn't vocal and wasn't really speaking, but when we were in 2013, there was barely anybody here willing to fight and talk about what was going on between the differences between Sony and Xbox, right?
Yeah.
So the fight with us was very difficult because when we did it with the passion and love, but we got attacked. Everything was just negative, 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 negative. Barely got any positive. But the ones that made it positive made it all worth it, obviously, because you know that you were getting to somebody. You knew there was somebody out there that was also thinking and seeing what you were seeing and what you were feeling, which made it all that more personable, and it also made it all worth it because at least someone was appreciating what we were trying to convey and do. But now with you guys like Unlimited and Sega Man being so much more vocal, and people like Flip and Legal and other people within the community, it's easier because when you can't do something, somebody else is tackling it. You know what I mean?
plus
And
it's
that's
real.
it's
These
real.
guys yeah, it's real, man. It's funny to see all these guys trying to come back in to the Xbox side. It was around since 2014, and they disappeared, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, Microsoft,
Exactly.
Activision."
It's
Exactly.
You know
Hell
what?
yeah, man.
You know what? Sega Forever.
What's up, brother?
It's funny that you bring that up, but it's weird because not only are they trying to come back, look, I say this all the time. We live in the internet age. A lot of them had public meltdowns, right? And so it's like they want us to forget what happened just years ago, where not
Mm-hmm.
only did they turn on Xbox, some of them turned on friends, and
Mm-hmm.
you're just
True.
not coming back from that. I know
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a relationship with none of them. Thank you to E-Rock and Hebot specifically were the two who really got me into moments like this where I'm even here tonight talking about this stuff. Because they're the
Mm-hmm.
ones, because Hebot and E-Rock are the two that gave me this opportunity, right? But if I was around in 2013, like these guys were, there's no way in hell would I be breaking friendships over this stuff. Look,
Yeah.
I understand, cause I understand that last generation was tough for us Xbox fans, but my goodness, the way some people in this community are, it's the reason why I don't and there's a reason why I kind of just stuck with y'all, and because there are people who's invited me on their other podcasts. A shout out to Dirk Griggity, for example. He's somebody who
Mm-hmm.
hits me up a couple of times, and I just had to turn it down because I'm not jumping on that rabbit hole. And sorry
Right.
to get off track there.
No, absolutely not. No. That's what it's all about, brother. Is for us to talk about conversation of gaming. So anyway, since you were talking already, why don't we start with you because I know you can't stay longer because you do work in the morning, and most of us work a little later in the day, like Sega Man and obviously Sega Forever, because of the different time zones. So anyway, let's get right to the chase. You saw what happened, and you saw people like Jeff Grubb, and you saw just people like Jason Fryer, IGN. They put out this narrative right away today about how Bungie was acquired by Sony, and that this was a very good move, that this makes sense. And then the key thing that you saw that rubbed me the wrong way because this already told me immediately what was said that this is just to make Microsoft look like the bad guy, right?
Mhm.
It was that key word where they said the games will stay multi-plat, right? Because we
Right.
know that the very first conversation last week that we saw was, well, Microsoft better not keep Call of Duty exclusive, or Microsoft is stupid if they keep it exclusive, or Microsoft better not dare do that. And as a matter of fact, from Sony themselves, well, first thing that was said was they picked up the phone and said, Microsoft, will take legal actions if you don't meet your contract obligations, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
if Microsoft have ever given Sony or anybody for that matter a reason to feel as if we're not going to be contractually obligated when that's furthest from the truth because they did it with Obsidian, with Wasteland,
Yeah.
they did it with Double Fine, right?
Yeah.
With Psychonauts 2, and so forth and so forth. But just the reaction of the media, how it went from they're forming a monopoly. We got to look into private. What is it called? The Private Act. That
Yeah.
stupid shit that they're talking about.
Mhm.
Privacy Act. I mean, it went from that to Sony is doing brilliant chess moves. So I want to
Yeah.
get your
Oh
thoughts on
God.
that, my brother Unlimited. What are your thoughts and how you feel about that?
Yeah, I saw all that he bought, and it, it's funny. Look, me and Iraq, we kind of evolved past. We don't get. I don't get mad at this stuff no more. As annoying as it is, and it could be frustrating
Mm-hmm.
at times. The reason why I don't get mad at it is because I see, I see the forest. You know what I'm saying? And some people are only looking
Mm-hmm.
at the trees. So I see the
Right.
bigger picture in all this. And the bigger picture is that, well, it's an objective fact that Microsoft was going to purchase Bungie. They asked for too much. Microsoft said no. Well, $2 billion for Bungie isn't worth it. And here comes Sony paying $3.6 billion. Not only are they paying $3.6 billion, it's so Bungie could keep their IPs. Now remember, Bungie has a history of showing no appreciation to their publishers. Look
Mm-hmm.
at Microsoft and Activision. Both gave them the money and platform for Halo and Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And let's also be honest here. Bungie hasn't released shit other than Destiny in the last decade. So
Right.
so if this is a chess move, this is a poor chess move. Because if your plan is to guilt Call of Duty into staying on PlayStation, hey, at the end of the day, the decision's gonna come from Phil Spencer and their brass. They paid a lot, a lot of money for Activision. If you don't think that, look, the benefit of Call of Duty Day One on Game Pass is already massive for a game like Call of Duty. But but look, they paid a lot of money for a reason, and they don't have to play nice. It's not Microsoft's. How many times we got to say to T-Bot, and you're the first one who said it, so I love giving you credit on this. They're not gaming's daddy. It's not their responsibility to sit there and save every freaking company, in this case Sony, for their bad past decisions. And Sony's
Absolutely.
Sony's going to lose $260 million per year if Call of Duty is taken away from them. Oh well,
Right.
it's look. Phil always plays nice. He's gonna make the right decision, and whatever decision he makes, I'm not gonna sit here and object to it because look at what he's done for Xbox. This year we got games like Starfield, a game PlayStation's gonna pay money to keep off if Phil didn't get the Bethesda deal.
Right.
So
That was willing to do that. Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. And then as far as the media, look, the media right now they're in super mega damage control when it comes to
Oh yeah.
Sony. Because again, they see the writing on the wall. They don't see it as vividly as we do. Where
Mm-hmm.
come on, it's not a competition. As much as I've seen people try to say this is as big as the Activision deal, it's not even close. Not even remotely close. When Diablo 4 is only on Xbox and PC, there Sony's going to feel that. You know what I'm saying? If Call of Duty is taken away, Sony's really going to feel that. So it's not remotely close, but the hype it doesn't stop them from the hyperbole because again, that's how damage control works. Hebot, Sega Man, and Sega Forever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to ignore reality, or else. Look, they can't come out. Especially look, it's funny because I was showing the proof in the chat how they hated Halo all this time. What was the first thing they were saying, Hebot? I
Yeah.
don't know if you
Yeah.
were able to see it.
Yeah. I
How
saw.
they're
It. I saw. They were
yeah,
like, "Oh, Halo finally coming home. Xbox are gonna
yeah,
lose. They're fucked. They're dead. Like now
yep,
we're gonna get Halo on PlayStation. Like they didn't realize that the IP was acquired by Microsoft when they let go
yeah.
of Bungie. You
And,
know what
and
I mean?
it's
That's how out of touch they are. Right.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and I was like, how the hell are they? Do they come off as hypocrites and dumbasses at the same
Right.
time? Because
Exactly.
to say that they hated Halo all this time. Now, oh, we're
Exactly.
getting Halo, or some of them saying PlayStation's going to get a better version of Halo shows me that this whole time you liked Halo. you
Yeah.
wanted these
Yeah,
games.
that has all been a front. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all
absolutely.
been a front. It's all been a lie.
But we knew this, though. We knew this.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this, but it's just fun. It's just funny how quickly and easily they expose themselves, Ebot, and to tie it all. And to tie it all together, man. Tie it all together. Look, this isn't. Look, there are no PlayStation or no Xbox fans who are mad at this. You know,
No.
nobody's saying that. Oh, we feel betrayed, like they did with Ninja Theory, where they attacked Ninja Theory back in 2016.
Right.
There's none of that because we all know that and somebody shout out to the Xbox community because somebody posted all the IPs Microsoft owns under Activision and Blizzard compared to Bungie. And
Right.
it was
Absolutely.
one game compared to like 20 games.
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, this is a nothing. This is just a usual Sony move of, all right, how can we try to finesse more than we deserve, right? Because they can't. Look, there's nothing they can do. You know, there's nothing. People keep saying, and you know, oh, there's more acquisitions coming out the way. It's going to be another Insomniac-like studio. It's not. Look, it's not going to be
smaller.
It's going to be something
a smaller tier acquisition.
Then we're going to have to. Then they're going to have to pretend it's bigger than Activision, Bethesda, all while trying for Starfield to come to PlayStation. It's the world. Everything's just collapsing on them, man.
Forget about it when they announce the next Skyrim or Morrowind. Forget about it.
Oh, shit.
Forget about it.
Oh, that Elder Scrolls script, sick. That's gonna make them sick. That's gonna make them sick,
Oh my god.
Yeah, and oh man, there's something else I want to say. Oh yeah, about the media. And of course the media. Jason Schreier. He got exposed bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know. You saw his response. When Microsoft does it, I'm on vacation, but if it was me, I'd call the Department of Justice and this and that.
Yeah.
When PlayStation does it, wow, look at this. Bungie, my Sony purchased Bungie.
Excellent, exquisite move. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, how do these?
He even went on the fucking reporting thing on the news.
Yeah.
And then what he was trying to do was, he was trying to make it seem like, you see how smart Sony is. They bought the developer that actually made Microsoft, because without Halo, Microsoft wouldn't be anything.
Yep, exactly.
As if Sony wouldn't be in the position that they were in if they would not have bought the exclusivity rights to Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, to fucking Tomb Raider, the fucking Crash Bandicoot, and all the other titles that they had back then. That's how they made their name and made their mark. They bought everybody out.
Yep.
So what are you talking about, you dumb? Oh my god, he's a turd. I can't.
That level of disingenuous. That's the type of stuff that I love to speak against, Hebot, because a lot of some of these guys know this stuff, but they're not gonna. They're going to lie just to push Sony. Like E-Rock said, for some reason, I don't know when it started, but the media is just run by a bunch of fanboys who grew up on Nintendo and PlayStation and don't want to accept the fact that Xbox is way bigger. And so you got guys like Jason Schreier just saying that nonsense on public TV, and because he's talking to somebody who's not a gamer, it sounds smart.
That doesn't understand.
It sounds smart, sounds like a big deal, but then when you put it into perspective, that's my reaction. Like, okay,
gotcha.
And I know I'm going on and on, but
no, go ahead.
Yeah, and for everybody that keeps saying, oh, they got Bungie, the original who's making Halo, and they're good guys. Halo, Bungie hadn't made a Halo game since 2010. Those people aren't still working at Bungie. Do you know? Don't you guys know what turnover is? Don't you know people don't stay at the same job forever? That's like giving Rod Ferguson credit on the recent Gears games. He doesn't work at the Coalition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a big deal back in the day, but now, you know, he wasn't in Xbox until a couple weeks ago. The news broke.
Exactly. No. Great points, but we'll get back because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have something else to say after you hear whatever else we got to say. So, Sega man, my brother, I know you're tired. You got out of work. God bless you for even making the time for your brother Hebot. and just to talk shit real quick. But I know that you like to talk about topics. I know you don't always have time to do videos, so I hope that this gives you an opportunity to give your thoughts. But how do you feel about this situation and your thoughts with this acquisition and the different and blatant differences and hypocrisy from just YouTubers, because YouTubers are doing it too. Don't get me wrong. The fans, the media, and the approach that they're taking. What are your thoughts on it, brother?
You know what? To be honest with you, brothers, and it's really good to be on here with my brother Unlimited and my brother Sega Forever. Very humble to have him on here, man. Been waiting to do this for so long. I mean, let me get that out of the way first.
Yeah, he's always saying, he's always saying, listen, I can't wait, man. I want to do a podcast with my brother Sega Forever. When is he coming on? What is going on? Always, no lie. No, it's no lie. He always says that every time. I'm dead serious. He's always doing that.
Put it this way.
He's a big fan. The big fan.
Put it this way. I'm more happy to have Sega Forever on the podcast with us than what Sony did today, because it really, honestly, it doesn't faze me. It really doesn't. I mean, hey, they needed to do something. You know what I mean? They needed to do something. Hey, even Phil congratulated them on it. You know what I mean? So, he congratulated them on it. I mean, just because they acquired Bungie, that doesn't mean things are going to change for us at all. I mean, you'll have the trolls out there, gloating about it and
right
like that. But with them acquiring Bungie, that really doesn't mean anything. I mean, it doesn't compare to what Microsoft is doing. It's still not going to help, because one thing we still got, and they're not mentioning, is we got Game Pass.
Yeah.
I mean, then it gets quiet and you hear crickets. You know what I mean? Just because they acquired Bungie, it doesn't really faze me at all. When I heard about it, I was like, oh, okay, they needed to do something, because they're still in trouble. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter to me. It doesn't faze me at all. They can, if they got Bungie, hey, that's cool.
Okay, E-Rock. It's so stupid. E-Rock in the comments. Look what E-Rock says. He's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
breaking news. PlayStation has just bought television for $3.4 billion. No punk. No punk. No punk for Xbox. God damn, he's stupid. E-Rock. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. No punk for Xbox. He's so stupid. Oh my God. Continue thinking of it. I'm sorry.
Hey, remember what I told you on the podcast, brothers? When Sony does something, it's going to be rinse and repeat. And it is rinse and repeat after they bought Bungie. They're out there saying, Xbox is dead and PlayStation's getting Halo. And I mean, this stupid shit. It's rinse and repeat. These guys are really predictable. They're always predictable all the time, man. So it didn't faze me at all. But hey, this is something that they needed to do, man. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll help them, maybe it won't. But
I'll share my thoughts on why I think and why. But I'll share my thoughts. But you guys tell me what you think afterwards. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, brothers. I mean, hey, that's cool, and everything. But as an Xbox gamer, I'm just like Sega Forever. I'm just like Unlimited. I'm just like you, and I'm just like E-Rock. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm going to continue playing my Game Pass, enjoying my games, and that's it. Right.
Absolutely. And it's the way it should be. Right. The way it should be. Like Unlimited said too. It doesn't really bother us, and it's not because we don't care or we're trying to say Bungie's, trash or anything like that. It's just because it's business. It is what it is. Yeah. If they wanted to make a business with Sony for whatever reason, then they know why they did it, right? Yeah. So real quick, 9foot says, E-Rock needs to stop. All right, E-Rock, I'll send you a link. He said, nigga, send me a link. Hold on.
Right. So did you send it yet? Because I could send it while you're talking.
Yeah, please send it to him. I'm gonna read what 9foot said. He said, I appreciate that. Thank you, Unlimited. It says, many of them don't know that most of OG Bungie devs work at 343. Great point, 9foot, which I was going to get to that. I'll get to that with my own thoughts. Yes, that's very true. or other studios elsewhere. It says currently Bungie is talented, but it's not the same Bungie. I think I could agree very well with what you just said in that statement.
Yeah.
It says,
Yeah.
yep.
Look,
Then we have. Go ahead. Go ahead.
look,
On a minute.
well, I mean, I'm sure that they're talented, but I think Destiny is a bad game. I'm sorry.
Right. Right.
It's a game that you know, a time sink where it doesn't feel rewarding, and you're just doing. To me, it felt like the same thing over and over. That's why I dropped it so fast because you know, unlike look, to me, just doing stuff for loot just ain't fun, man. It really isn't.
Right.
And
Right.
I want to ask you a question, but I'll wait until you speak to hear your
Absolutely.
thoughts on it.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
real quick, 9 Foot also said current Bungie devs aren't the same. Oh yeah. No, I read that one already. Oh, Mr. Kima says the original Bungie employees. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Kima. By the way, left to go to work at 343's Industries a while ago. Yes, absolutely. He says I just got PS2. We'll make some for it. Then we got JCon79. He says, "What's up, fellas? It's funny you guys don't have to spend any time exposing these clowns. They do the excellent job exposing themselves." Oh God, you got that right.
Ain't that the truth?
Right. And then we have I love Pong. Somebody, Cyberbum said I love Pong. Oh, you be retarded. Phil, congratulations. And this is E-Rock again. Phil, congratulations. They just purchased Bungie, Xbox, and Activision, so-called Sony police. Okay, no problem. And so Slav, okay. You know, the most powerful game. Bungie is nowhere near on the same level as Bethesda and Activision. Yeah, I could agree with you, so Slav. I could agree with you. Let's let brother E-Rock in real quick. There he goes. There he goes, brother E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox. Introduce yourself, my brother. Even though you don't need an introduction, you should always being the clown in all the comment sections. Go ahead. let them know where they can find you, brother.
Why aren't y'all niggas sleep? It's like 1 o'clock in
Nigga,
the
why ain't
morning.
you sleep?
Huh?
What you doing up, nigga? Why ain't you sleep?
Man,
Everybody usually sleep by now.
I'm trying to stay on, I'm trying to stay on top of y'all, man. Trying to get y'all. This ain't no news. And he about to say I'm being the clown of the comments. I'm being factual. But basically, Sony purchasing
Not
Bungie.
about that Pong. That Pong is ridiculous.
Sony purchasing Bungie is the equivalent of them buying in television and saying no real time baseball for y'all, no combat for y'all.
Yeah.
Like
He said baseball.
You bought a dead developer. What's the last relevant game? The last relevant game that Bungie made.
Halo Reach.
Destiny?
Well, I mean, Halo Reach probably. To be honest, I mean Destiny for the first year, probably.
Not even Halo Reach. Halo 3. I was there. I was driving my bus. I parked my bus outside FYE. It was a store called FYE for entertainment.
Yeah, FYE. Yeah.
I made my tour guide go in and get me a copy of Halo 3. This shit was a landmark event. That was the last great game that Bungie made. Then I think the next game was Halo ODST, Orbital Shock Drop Trooper, some shit. That shit was dead on arrival. Then it was Halo Reach. And you know, and let's be honest, us Xbox fans for years, we had hoped that Halo would reach the greatness that Halo 3 reached, but it didn't. It didn't. Not Halo 4 didn't. Halo fucking 5 didn't. And by this time, Bungie was going, and so they made this shit called Destiny, which was copy and paste Halo, and they had an audience, but that game is dead. That game's been dead for years. I think you can get that shit for free on the Nintendo Switch, can't you? So now here it is. Here it is.
There you go.
I keep it real, man. I keep it. So I'm chilling today, man. I'm fucking chilling. I'm figuring, all right, man. I done finished Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna give him some WWE 2K19, do some chores around the crib. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, my phone start blowing up. Yo, man, what the fuck is going on, man? Who? Ever since I got back on Instagram, not the Exile chat, but other motherfuckers be blowing me up with dumb shit, man. Blowing me up with So I go in the Exile chat. There's all these tweets about, yo, man, Sony done bought Bungie and blah blah blah. And unlimited production was going off in the chat, and I'm like, wait a minute. These motherfuckers paid $3.4 billion for Bungie. First of all, I didn't even know Sony had $3.4 billion. Two, y'all niggas, no, it's 3 points to this. One, I didn't know y'all had $3.4 billion to spend. Two, y'all motherfuckers need to get your money back immediately. Three, Xbox and the motherfuckers at Bungie is laughing their asses off because these motherfuckers, they haven't been relevant and y'all bought a dead publisher. Now, how do I feel about it? Why would I be mad? Bungie has been irrelevant for years. And I don't know which podcast it was on. I don't know whether it was the Exiles podcast or the Dragon X podcast or the Direct X podcast minus the fraud. Been too many podcasts. But somebody was like, "Yo, E-Rock, what do you think that Bungie should go back to Xbox?" I'm like, they can't come back. Where they gonna go, nigga? You left. You lost your job. They hired a new, better security officer to do your job. You ain't got no job no more, nigga. Your job now is to make fucking Destiny. Destiny DLC. That's your job, nigga.
E-Rock, the unfortunate truth about what's going on is that they still, even though you're right, they haven't really made a relevant game.
I know this is your show, but the unfortunate truth is somehow white folks keep getting over without doing shit. I had a development company.
Can we please not bring the race car at this point?
No, we're going to bring it in. We're going to bring it in.
Check this out.
Unlimited. I wish I could felt upwards the way these motherfuckers do. You haven't made a relevant game in 16 fucking years, and somebody buys you out?
I'll give you my thoughts when I say what I was going to say. Look, E-Rock, the unfortunate truth is that it still has somewhat of a big player base, right? So they're thinking probably in the back of their head, well, I'll tell you after my thoughts, but let me go real quick. My
dick got a big player base, but bitch saying banging down my door to give me 3.4 billion.
You need to stop it, behave yourself. Listen, really fast. My brother Sega Man, like Sega Forever, said this long ago when we were doing podcasts, even with the DirectX. And speaking of the fraud, the DirectX with minus the fraud. He was one of the ones that tweeted out. That was that Ray guy that tweeted out, "Oh my God, it's over. This is a big ass move for Sony. Microsoft has done." Remember that Unlimited put it in the chat. That's actually him. That's Iron Wolf. That's Iron Wolf.
Yeah,
but anyway, yeah. Sega Forever said long ago that Sony is very counter-reactive, and a lot of this, regardless what people may think. It really seems like, and I wouldn't doubt it, that came from and stemmed from what happened last week when they made the announcement that Activision, was acquired by Xbox, right? Which we all know why it was now. It was because they approached them, they're losing investors, they're trying to keep the doors open, and they're in trouble. Right, and Sony lost $20 billion. Exactly.
Real quick, Heba, real quick. I got to get this out there. Bill sent a tweet about Activision. Sony lost $20 billion. Sony sent a tweet about Bungie. We're laughing. So
right,
Microsoft ain't losing a dime.
Right, exactly.
Hey, remember, this is like the Mike Tyson fights in the late '80s where Mike Tyson hit a motherfucker in the ribs and the motherfucker was like, "Ow! I better hit this motherfucker back." That's all. This is so. And the crazy thing. For Iron Wolf to make a delusional tweet like that, to say that Bungie is somehow more valuable than fucking World of Warcraft. I ain't even gonna bring Call of Duty in this shit. World of Warcraft, nigga. Do y'all know what? Wait a minute. Do y'all know what World of Warcraft is? If not, y'all better do a quick Google search. Y'all niggas better do a quick Google search.
Well, listen, at least
I know he might hate me, but I'm gonna always spit facts, and I'm not gonna spit them out nicely. I'm gonna tell y'all that y'all a bunch of delusional motherfuckers. Y'all have lost. This is a last gasp. This is like that nigga Jack hanging on to that motherfucking piece of boat. And the damn bitch letting drown. That's all this is. Y'all are drowning in the Atlantic. And this is your last gas. I don't know where y'all got $3.4 billion from.
At least he stays consistency with his hot takes. I mean, he's been doing them since forever. So at least he's consistent, right? That's what we can say about our boy Iron Wolf.
Oh yeah.
But
When it comes to hot takes, he exhibits nigga on Twitter. Yeah. He
so, so real quick, that was a great introduction, E-Rock. He just went right to what he had to say. I love it. Sega man, or Sega Forever rather. What are your thoughts on it, bro? I mean, take it away. Let me know, because you did say before that they're very counter-reactive. What are your thoughts on this? Does this feel counter-reactive to you, or this just feels like just some acquisition they just did out of nowhere?
Yeah, I mean it's a reaction, dude. They know that they're gonna lose COD, right? And that was the great thing. I was gonna do a video talking about this, man. I remember we did those videos last year, talking about how Microsoft was changing the narrative. You know, so when they bought Bethesda, that shut everybody up because you couldn't say they didn't have any games anymore. So in purchasing Activision, man, that was the next big step, man, because it just showed that how full of crap these guys are, man. Because these guys don't play their games, right? And a lot of them didn't realize how much money that COD makes for them. None of them had a clue. They were finding out just like everybody else on their side. They were finding out in real time that COD is a big money maker. That COD is their big game. The only reason they have the player base that they do is because it became the more popular console for the normies, and all those normies that used to be on 360. Because this is what Microsoft found out after the 360. They went from the 360 to the Xbox One, and people still running that tired narrative about how Microsoft messed up the launch, when all Microsoft did was take the 360 and incorporate it into the Xbox One. That's all it was. That's all it was. And then you had the launch, then you had the media, then you had all these ponies, man. They came with force, and all of a sudden they did that stupid thing where they're handing off the disc, and then everybody hated Microsoft. And what Microsoft found out real quick is that they didn't have 360 fans. They had normies, and all those guys went right over to the PlayStation 4 because that was a popular console, right? And then when Sony did that deal to get the exclusive stuff with Call of Duty, that's how they ensured that that player base. That's why these guys are losing their mind now, man. Because that Activision deal, the Activision Blizzard deal, that's the next nail in the coffin. That's telling everybody that these guys don't play their games. We talked about this all the time, right? These guys say they have 100 million, 120, 150 million console base. I don't know what it is now, 175, 200 million. PlayStation 4 is out large. But when you look at their games and how they sell, right? Like for me, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing like they sell 7 million, 10 million copies of God of War. And I'm like, dude, that's less than 10%. Dude, when you go to church, man, you got to get 10% of your pay. That's less than 10% that these guys are getting for Sony. And then when you were breaking it down, talking about like how they bundle it up and they're not paying for, I didn't even think about that, dude. Like they're not even paying full price day one launch. So day one launch, what, they maybe 3-4 million copies? That's not even the full amount. Right. So all this Activision Blizzard did was wake everybody up and let them know, dude, your time is over. You're on the clock, but you guys are on the clock. And even if Phil doesn't make this thing, and I agree with E-Rock, man. E-Rock 100% agree with him. I mean, I hope Phil, I don't know, Phil's a nice guy, but I like to think there's a part of him like he's in some room somewhere at Microsoft, like planning all this crap. There's some kind of evil bone in his body where he's just gonna bury these guys. Because these PlayStation guys, man, they are evil. They are the scum of the gaming community, right? These hardcore ponies that we got to deal with. And regardless if Phil does keep it exclusive, the fact that if you have Game Pass, right, and that you're paying $70 on another console when you can get it for like, I'm not going to say free because people say free. You are paying for the service. You're just not feeling it as much if you're only paying that monthly subscription. It's kind of like Netflix, how everybody forgets about it, right, until they raise the price again. But that's all it is, man. It's that final nail in the coffin. That's what Activision, that's what that deal is. That's why these dudes are losing their mind. That's why that stock dropped. That was crazy, that stock drop. I didn't see that coming.
It dropped 13%. It dropped 13%. And then for some reason, I think it went up like 4%. And then today, I think it was Jeff Grubb tried to act as if the stock that went up was because of the Bungie deal. And then you come to find out that it happened before the Bungie deal. So he's full of shit because he's always swear he's an insider. But anyway, go ahead.
They can drop the percentage. That's fine. But when they dropped that 20 billion, that's what everybody saw.
Oh and plus 260. Remember 260 million or billion? I think every year or something like that. I think it is.
Well, like when Sony, like I said, they're reactionary, right? When they came out, you knew that it was real. And then the next day, they tweeted that. Dang, dude, that's when you knew.
It's Sega Forever, man. Hey, Sega Forever. Sega Forever, man, spot on. But I just find it. Look, this is why this stuff is just comical at this point, and why I just laugh at it. Because again, one tweet. It's a one tweet for Phil to wipe 20 billion off Sony. Sony drops this news and nothing. Phil said, "Hey, congrats, Bungie." Because Phil, like,
he did do that. He did do that. He did do that.
Why would Phil get upset at this point?
Yeah.
If all he has to do is send it, let's say right now Phil is working on the Ubisoft deal, right? And then January next year, he puts a tweet, "Hey, welcome to the family, Ubisoft." He knows Sony is going to lose another 13%. There's no reason to get mad. That's why Xbox fans. That's why E-Rock made his hilarious ass videos. That's why when my brother 100 made his video, he was just talking shit.
Yeah.
If my video was more informative, because I made that shit in the fucking morning. But that's why nobody's mad at this, because it's look. I say it all the time, y'all. The only reason why we talk about Sony and Microsoft in the same sentence is because of gaming space. Take that away, and really, this is just something that should just went under the radar. The only thing though is that the obvious hyperbole. Oh, this is bigger than Activision and all that dumb shit. Because this stuff is they're more predictable than the calendar, man. So that's coming. And I'm at the point I can't help but laugh. That's why I was putting all that stuff in the chat, because I'm just collecting the info, because in a week or whenever that Horizon game drops, they're gonna flip flop on that shit too, and I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be right there to show them their pull.
Yeah. I mean, look, real quick, I'm gonna share my thoughts with you guys. You guys let me know what you think about what I'm thinking as far as the bigger picture, right? But these are my thoughts, obviously. And real quick, thank you to Fireboss, and thank you for 100 to stopping by. Thank you to Mr. T Reaper, and to a couple more guys in the chat. Mike Johnson, Jay Dizzle. Thanks for all you guys for taking the time to stop by. Here's talk. Yeah, what's up?
Before you go, man, breaking news, man. This is better news than them getting Bungie. You can right now pre-install the MLB The Show 22 on Game Pass day one.
There you go.
That's better news.
Is that what Fireboss was saying?
Yeah, you can. And it's on Nintendo Switch this time around. So watch out, brother.
It's on the Switch. Oh man,
it's on the Switch. It finally made it to the Switch.
Look, now you can play RBI baseball. That's gonna be the Switch version. RBI baseball.
Now you can play baseball in 720p and 10 frames per second. Hey, I just want to holler at everybody in the chat, man, and let everybody know, man. Since everybody's making these crazy ass deals, these backwards ass deals. To everybody in the chat that's got $3.4 billion, I got a pair of used shell top Adidas from 1986. They for sale.
Run DMC status.
Yeah, if y'all want to be like, man, that's what the Bungie acquisition is. Y'all bought Xbox's trash. Y'all bought nobody. Here's how crazy this is. Fucking Google Stadia wasn't interested. Amazon wasn't interested. Tencent wasn't interested. Fucking Flip Money wasn't interested. He had the money. He said, "No, I'm
This is terrible."
Look, apparently Microsoft was asking $2 billion for it, E-Rock, and Microsoft was like, "No, you kidding? I ain't paying I ain't paying $2 billion for fucking
Destiny.
Destiny is apparently Phil Spencer's favorite game. So that should really tell you they were not.
Yeah. I'm gonna segue with what you just said. Hold up. I'm gonna segue with what you just said. First of all, but Microsoft is not gonna be stupid, because these guys don't even know how to be loyal to a contract. You must forget, these are the guys that left saying that they wanted to do something different and that they didn't want to be making Halo for the rest of their life, right? And then they made a 10-year deal with Activision and bounced on them and told them, "Can we go independent? Because we don't want to keep making these games like this." And what do you think is going to happen? That's why they're kind of like, they made this deal with Sony, but somehow the games are still staying multi-plat. Why would Sony invest $3.6 billion that they don't have. So they made themselves $3.6 billion more in debt than what they already are, so that other companies can benefit from this.
Oh,
That's
they
how I
need
know
Microsoft
this.
money. I'm gonna pull
That's
Sony on them. They need
well,
Microsoft money.
and that's what I'm getting at. Believe it or not, that's why I say this is the bait and switch move. This move for me feels, and I know people are going to say, well, look, they had to have been doing this for months. No, they probably were talking with Bungie and giving them the idea, can we buy you? Would you be willing to? What kind of money we're talking about and things of that nature. But what really made them do this was when they had the announcement of Activision. But again, the biggest difference is Activision was purchased because Microsoft saw it this way. They said, well, we can save the company that's been around since the Atari, since the early 70s, right? And at the same time, we can benefit by the IPs, having more games with developers and then studios that can make games for Game Pass and for us exclusively, right? And all while saving the company and the people's jobs, right?
That's the biggest difference.
Well, it is the biggest difference.
Did you see that? Did you see that list? The unlimited production was left.
Right.
Bungie has like one game, and Activision has like 1,000.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at. Well, this is what I'm trying to get. This is what I'm trying to get at, Erod. Sony needs a developer that does multiplayer and first-person games, right? So the way they're seeing is, well, what's the biggest game that we had on our platform besides Call of Duty, which was Destiny for a very long time. And remember, they paid a big amount of money for that exclusivity, right? So what they did immediately after it was announced, if you notice, with every platform was the game will stay multi-plat, right? But that wasn't just try to stay face or say that, oh, we're for the industry, for the gamers. No, that's to make Microsoft look like scumbags because they really know that the real big fish that they're trying to get back is Call of Duty. Because if they can somehow convince Phil, okay, after the contracts are over, just keep Call of Duty on the system and you can keep Destiny, right? Then they're gonna they're gonna retain that $260 billion or that they make, or the 200. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
that's hilarious to me. That's hilarious.
No, but it makes sense, right? Because how else can they play the card? Because immediately that's what people were saying. Oh, you see how they said that it will stay multiplayer, but yet Microsoft couldn't say that Call of Duty is going to stay multiplayer. Hey, that's the first thing you saw everybody saying.
I gotta get the Hebot's house within this year. Fuck this COVID shit. I gotta get the Hebot's house. I want evil Hebot back. I don't like nice Hebot. Nice Hebot.
I'm not trying to be nice. What I'm trying to tell you,
they want to make Microsoft feel bad because
what they're trying to do. Look, what they're trying to do is use the media, right, and the perception role to turn it against Microsoft. You know what I'm saying?
But Hebot, Microsoft just came from 8 years of being the bad guy. So why the hell would they care now in 2022?
Well, because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because they got the perception back. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they got the positive perception back.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying this is the way of Sony. The way that Sony thinks. So Sony's thinking, this is what we're gonna do.
Like this, if Sony thinks like this, all of them need to be fired on the spot because it's not 2013.
Have they made? I mean, is it a sensible even thought of them making a $3.6 billion acquisition, like you guys said, from a developer that hasn't really been relevant, doesn't have a lot of IPs, and they're already $2 trillion in debt?
No,
it don't make no sense.
No,
it don't make no sense.
No, and if the board of directors was all black, they will already be escorted out the building by security officers with all of these shit in boxes. And a new management team is coming the fuck in. Ain't no way in fucking hell you could convince me, and I'm sitting on all of this money. Ain't no way in the hell you going to convince me, hey, Vince McMahon, seeing how we got our company's making all of this money, why don't we buy Ring of Honor? Nigga, why? Ring of Honor is dead. What?
Right,
you don't buy dead. You don't buy dead developers. Like
they still have a big. The thing is, Bungie with Destiny, right, for the game Destiny, they still have a big player base, right? It's a big player base. They don't make them as much money as Call of Duty, but it's a big player base. So they're thinking we can try to put them in a spot and say, "Oh no, right there, there's no player base." We take away the player base from the Xbox side, then they're gonna lose money, right? Or they're gonna feel like they're losing money, and that's gonna hurt them. But Destiny went free to play. You see what I'm trying to say? So it really doesn't matter because it's a game that you don't even pay for anymore. It's just the microtransactions, right? Because that's how bad the downfall has been of the series and the game itself. So
The downfall of the
yeah.
series is so bad that they gave away all of this DLC, the Haunted Witch, the Dark Knight,
Yeah,
the fucking house with no bread in the cupboard. They gave away all of this fucking DLC and nobody wanted it. Your game is fucking dead. Half your fucking staff is over at 343 Studios. Like, I'm trying to figure out exactly what are you doing?
How does it make any sense?
$3.4 billion?
Well, like I told you, they also remember that since they're still a Japanese-based company, none of the rules that apply to American businesses applies to them, right? So they think they can get away with shit, be slick and murder, and that nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
But
bro,
Japan
hates Sony right now, dude. Japan hates.
That's what I know, but it's a very asinine whole move because, like you said, the majority of the main developers like Joe Staten, they went back to 343, right? Yeah. And also on top of that, they haven't had real success with Destiny in a long time. So that's why I'm telling you that it makes sense that they're trying to do the bait and switch to make Microsoft look bad again, since they have the positive perception. Because again, I'll repeat it again, and Unlimited is witness to this. If you looked at it all day long, all that every media outlet has been saying is Microsoft has not made the announcement official that they'll continue Call of Duty, but Bungie and Sony said they will, even though they acquired them. Which, you know what I mean?
Fallen guys, listen to me.
That's what they're trying to do.
I know y'all hate me. He about trying to explain what Sony's trying to do. And my only thing now in 2022 is clarity. I need clarity in my life. I need clarity with my doctor. I need clarity with my mechanic. And I need clarity with y'all. Phil and them should be smart enough now.
For sure.
Shit they've been through from 2013 to 2017, and seeing how manipulative the media is, and seeing how full of shit Dustin Legary and all of these people are, and all of these assholes like Jez Corden. You do not become a $1 trillion company and a multi-billion dollar company to fall for bullshit like this. Sony buying Bethesda, or Sony buying, what is this, Bungie? I can't even say the name because it's so fucking irrelevant. In fact, I can't even believe we have this fucking podcast. Yo, listen. I want a limited production on this one because me and him got clarity like a motherfucker. There is no
I got clarity. I'm just telling you what they're doing.
There is no way. I wish them luck with that shit because there's no way Phil spent all of this time fucking poking and prodding Sanjay Natella, whatever the fuck his name is, to back Microsoft and back Xbox 100%. You know what, man? The media is saying we bad for not sharing Call of Duty with PlayStation. Ain't no fucking way in hell they paid fucking 68 point whatever $billion to share this shit with PlayStation. When them deals is done in 2023, it's over. So Sony can do all of the fiction. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll spend our last $3.4 billion to make Xbox look bad. Well, guess what? Y'all gonna have rocks in y'all jaw for quite some time.
Well, I mean, it's clearly an act of desperation. But the point of the matter, what I'm trying to say, you got to remember, this is the same media that made a big deal because Microsoft's console, right, had a brick for the power supply.
Right.
Well, you see what I'm trying to say?
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
They living in the fucking past. They living in the past.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm letting Unlimited Production go. This is the equivalent of my next door neighbor saying, "Hey, look at me, E-Rock. You still dropping that old Honda Accord? And I just bought a fucking 2026 Mercedes Benz. I'm like, good on you, nigga. Enjoy paying that car note. Good on you. It's irrelevant. And what's crazy about it is, I would not be going on Twitter right now and tweeting, "Yo, man, PlayStation bought Bungie. This is some kind of a win." That fucking
that's what they're doing. They're doing it. People are saying
the second you make that tweet, your computer whip out his dick and piss down your throat. That's an automatic crap.
You gotta understand. That's exactly what the people are doing, though. Right? Like they're like, "Oh, Microsoft's in trouble because they're trying to flip it as something else." That's what I'm. That's the point I'm trying to get.
But what I'm trying to figure out is there any idiots among the four of you on this podcast?
Oh no, absolutely not.
The Xbox guys don't care, man.
Yeah,
on Twitter all day. The Xbox guys
exactly.
Are
there any fucking dumbasses in the chat? Please raise your hand.
I mean, there's dumbasses out there. Trust me. Twitter is oof.
Well, then, you should be smart enough now to know that a company just dropped $68.7 billion like it was. They ain't gonna be in trouble. Me and Unlimited said this. The only way they'll be in trouble is if there's a nuclear war, the planet fucking explodes. They've leveraged themselves for the next 15, 16, 20 years. This is so hilarious. I'm trying to figure out why the five of us learned gentlemen are up at 118 talking about this shit. But any chance to hang out with you guys, I love it. But this is
why I'm here.
This is like the most ridiculous waste of our time in fucking history, even acknowledging this assery. But go ahead, Unlimited.
Yeah. Oh, hey, spot on. I mean, that's why I'm here, because I love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to give my thoughts and say what I was trying to say about what's going on and speak to the brothers Sega Man and Sega Forever, because they don't really get to speak much on the podcast, especially Sega Forever. So yeah, go ahead, Unlimited. What are you gonna say?
Oh yeah, man. Shit, I was just gonna say. E-Rock went so long, I kind of forgot what I was going to say.
My bad, dude.
Oh, you know what? I think I want to ask Sega Forever something. That's what I think it was. Yeah. I think I remember what I was saying, because Sega Forever could kind of back me up on this one. It was about the gaming media, basically, right? And feel free to back me up, Sega Forever, because I like to get your thoughts on this one, man.
All right, go ahead.
Look, in 2022. Look, there's clearly something wrong with basically all media, man. You look, it doesn't matter if it's political, entertainment, gaming, that people just aren't buying the bullshit like they used to nearly a decade ago. So Sony, whatever trick Sony trying to pull, they just should. I don't know. There's nothing they could do.
2013, nigga.
Yeah. There's nothing they could do, man, and that's all it boils down to, is that this is, look, like I said on Sega Man's show yesterday, this is just the end game. This is just the finish line. This is the fourth quarter, and all you got to do is just sit back and enjoy the end of the ride, because that's all this is. Oh, I forget this, man. How could I forget this? Jim Ryan in the interview said that they're this is sound like Phil Spencer so much now, that they're beyond consoles, and the reason why the games are staying multi-plat because they're now a multi-platform publisher and all this other stuff.
Right.
So
right.
Everything that we said. How many times have we said this shit, man? Everything.
Inevitably, they would have to do that.
Yeah. Look,
but they're trying to play the nice card, like they're the ones that are for the gamers, right? Because they know they're in a position where they can't do much anymore, and that's exactly my point. And the media is going on, and people are going on.
They're not doing nothing but being a bad Microsoft copycat. For the love of God.
Yeah, that's true.
Ryan Absolutely. Is literally in this interview said we are beyond consoles, like Phil in 2017. Like, word for word. This stuff is word for word. What Phil to the point I'm like Jim Ryan, man. If Jim Ryan was in college, his ass would be expelled for
plagiarism.
Man. Because
plagiarism.
This is ridiculous. No, Sony Sony never had an original bone in their body, but now
it's so transparent. Right.
I just find this stuff too funny to sit here and see Sony just steal Microsoft and do it so bad.
Yeah, go ahead, Sega.
We believe in generations, and then put the games on PC.
I guess their game
intelligence.
I guess their end game would be to put their games on Xbox as well, as far as what he sounds like. But That's the wait and see. Go ahead, Sega man. Hold on. Sega man, what are you gonna say? What happened?
Hey man, hey guys, how come Jim Ryan? How come he's not congratulating Phil on buying Blizzard and Activision?
Oh,
He never did. He never did.
His company lost $20 billion. He was trying to make it
man.
They called
it.
Sega man. They called the SEC. They called their lawyers. They called Phoenix Wright defense attorney. They called everybody but Phil.
Oh look,
I don't think they're going to do that with all their investors. That would be bad.
Oh yeah. Hey, Sega Forever, what you were saying about this? I wanted to touch what you were saying real quick because I wanted to bring something else up real quick about that. You said that the Sega, the Xbox fans don't care. What were you referring to about the acquisition or the behavior?
On Twitter, nobody cares. Like Xbox guys don't care, and a lot of them are like, "Oh, well, good for you guys." Even after that, Unlimited corrected me in the Twitter thing because I was like, "Oh, that's great because now we have some peace and quiet for at least a little while." And Unlimited, as soon as I put that tweet out, man, Unlimited jumped in. No, you're not. No, you ain't. You ain't gonna get no peace.
Good luck with that one. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's 343, man. I mean, look, dude. I love Bungie especially for what they did. You know, I know we all watched the Power On documentary. That was cool. You know, seeing, reliving those old times and stuff like that. But, times have changed. Like, I know you're talking about them buying. The thing that I don't understand about them getting, what game did it be? Destiny. Because I don't like Destiny, man. I tried to like it because it's Bungie. I tried for a year, man. I tried for a year to like that game. I just had to walk away. I couldn't stand that game. And so, we all love Bungie and stuff like that. But here's the problem. That, I don't know what, like you said, I don't know what Sony's thinking, man, because Xbox has Game Pass, right? And right now, Xbox is basically the platform box, it's the shooter box, it's the
fighter, the racing box, the fighting box. Yeah.
It's
Western RPGs.
Western RPGs, yeah.
Their Western RPGs, their portfolio is so broad.
Shit, RTS, strategy RTS, absolutely.
But their portfolio is so broad.
Platformer. Right, it's so broad.
Dude, there's games coming out this year, shooter games. And there's games like, for example, what's that third-party game that Outriders released, right? That nobody saw coming. Released. People picked it up. I played it. I liked it. And then people started playing it. And then they had Extinction, the one with the dinosaurs. Right? So the problem that Sony's got to look at is that Microsoft has Game Pass, and there's shooters dropping in there all the time. Besides the big ones that are going to come. And once Game Pass is over, they have Destiny.
Yeah, like Crossfire X. Crossfire X is you could preload it today. Like it's ready to be downloaded.
And that one's got the Asian market, right? So the thing that like if Microsoft buys EA, buys EA, dude, that's it. Game over, man. Game over because
anything that they do at this point is just worse. It's just going to be worse and worse for anybody. Sony.
Look, I don't really play a lot of EA games. I like some other stuff, but EA has Madden. I can't stand Madden. But EA has Madden. EA has their basketball game. I like their hockey game. But they have the sports. They have the other biggest shooter, which is Apex Legends.
Some good Star Wars titles as well, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, and they have the Star Wars license so far. Right? And then their last Star Wars was fire.
Hey, Hebot. You better answer these fools in your comment section. Cortana fan says, "How come y'all not playing Halo? Because we beat it, motherfucker. We beat it, and it was a great game, and it was the best Halo in years."
Well, well, Iraq answered for himself.
He gets the game is dead. No, motherfuckers is actually still playing it. They still playing
my son is playing it right now in front of me. He's playing multiplayer right now. It's just I haven't gotten a chance to play it because I haven't been able to sit down and play. And I really did this because I wanted to sit down and give my thoughts on what I'm seeing with the media and stuff like that today, and things of that nature. But I could definitely, what's up?
Don't give this guy the time of day because if he truly played Halo, he knows a lot of people aren't playing Halo right now because
absolutely.
Tomorrow the store releases the new Battle Pass stuff, right?
Yeah.
So most of us already beat it. I've already beat it. I've already beat the challenges. Right, I've already beat everything else. I'm already leveled 100, right, and everything's
with me, I just don't need to hide anything in case they try to go look up my profile. Oh, look, you didn't play it. Like, listen, I don't need to hide anything.
If this dude doesn't know how much, dude, you don't have to give him the time of day, dude, because he doesn't. Because I actually, I'm a Halo fan. Right, Right? So
I
if
beat
you know
every
about
single
the
one
battle
myself.
pass, if you know about the challenges, you know how the stores run, you know that everybody will jump on it tomorrow because the new challenges release with all the stuff that you can win. So
Well,
that's
I
why.
beat every single Halo. I beat every single campaign. I don't play the multiplayer as much, but I beat every single one, and it's there in my
Well,
in my
the campaign
in
is
my
easy
achievements.
because the campaign
Damn,
is
this
more
dude
open
can't
world.
even spell tomorrow. God damn. You illiterate ass dick snot nigga.
Oh my god,
He spelled that shit with 8 M's. God damn, nigga. Go
it's
back.
stupid.
Dumbass.
Somebody was trying to say, I was going to try to talk about too the topic of the. Somebody was trying to say how, oh no, but these deals were done with Bungie. This was done months ago, and I'm like, listen, that's bullshit. Because if that was done months ago, you telling me that Microsoft, that press purchase Activision, which is a Fortune 500 developer, meaning that they're like a big time developer with worth a lot of money, right? And they bought them in the time span of a month because it all started and the dealing started back in December, right? And we're now in February, so about a month and a half, right? Almost 2 months. If they were able to do this, all finalize this acquisition with someone so big, you think that making an acquisition with one developer like Bungie that's in the downfall like that, that really doesn't have a lot of worth and value, and I really think they overpaid, to be honest. 3.6 sounds like way too much for a developer like them at this
You
point
think?
in their career. Um, but anyway, they try to say, "Oh no, this has been in place position for like 5 months." I was like, I call bullshit because if that was the case, then last week the first thing that Sony would have done was announce it immediately. They would have not been like, "Oh, Phil, you better, you better meet the demands of the, that of the contract, of the obligations of the contracts with Call of Duty." That would not been their first move. Their first move would have been, "We bought Bungie and it's ours, and now Destiny is the home of exclusivity, and Destiny is on PlayStation."
Slow
So I
clap.
don't buy that.
I'd have
Right?
gave him
I don't.
I'd have gave him a slow clap like motherfucker. We just bought
Yeah,
Blizzard.
well, it is a
I,
slow
I,
clap.
I, I, I don't even want to get Activision involved. We just bought Blizzard. Like we own fucking World of Warcraft and what the fuck else? Like I'd have gave him a slow clap and type of, one of these days, man, we all got to meet in person. I got to get, and even I'm sick of forever. I got to get y'all high. I got to get y'all to loosen up because I done had so much tragedy in my life that I learned to loosen up. And that's why now all I do is laugh at these fucking Sony losers. Every fucking tweet, every fucking bit of news. Oh, y'all just bought Bungie for $3.4 billion? What a bunch of jackasses. You just bought a dead developer that now claims we're working on other projects. Motherfucker, when? We ain't seen no videos. We ain't heard shit. Y'all motherfuckers
Yeah.
been resting on Destiny for years. Oh well, this is a great acquisition. So Sony, that's a great response. Jim Ryan should be congratulated. No, actually, Jim Ryan should be fired, and the board of directors should be taken out in front of a firing squad and shot tomorrow morning at dawn. Because that's what normally happens unlimited production in business. When you make a dumb fucking business deal, they usually fucking fire your ass. All I can do now is laugh. All I can do is fucking laugh. All I can do is
Well,
laugh.
I mean, it is very comical. It doesn't make any sense. But like I said, that's why I further believe that it's just them trying to use it to bring bad perception. That's all it is, to see if they can somehow convince Phil, which doesn't make no sense, obviously, based on numbers, statistics, and stats, that please, leave Call of Duty. So that way they can keep not, they're afraid of losing that 260 million that they make every year with Call of Duty or whatever the number is. And I really feel that's what's going on. And I mean, it sounds retarded and it makes no sense, but that's what it seems like. And that, people may deny it, but I think that really is what it is, because that's all you heard all day long from all sides.
I cannot wait, Sega, forever for this company to die. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
It's all I listen. It's all I dream about. It's all I
dream about.
I used to dream about the next DC movie getting some pussy, but now Sony's destruction has somehow leaked past all of that. Sega forever. I sit around and think what's going to happen the day that company closes down for good. I sit around and think about all of the mortgages that won't get paid, and I think about all of the motherfucking cars going to be repossessed, and all of the suicides and Sony ponies jumping out of windows like the stock market crash. Oh, I cannot wait for this shit.
Buckmaster choking on smoked neck bones.
Choking on some fucking neck bones. Unlimited production. I cannot wait. You know why I can't wait? because the dumbass motherfucking tweets that I saw today in the chat. I cannot wait. That Iron Wolf actually had the lack of brain power to tweet out that somehow buying Bungie was a better move than buying fucking Activision Blizzard. Again,
that could,
Call of Duty. I'm
those
talking
hot
about
takes
World of
consistent.
Warcraft. That's all of these PC motherfuckers been talking about forever is World of Warcraft and all of them Blizzard games and Diablo, which is one of the biggest franchises in the world. Another Sony motherfucker had the unmitigated gall to tweet, "Oh my God, this is so great! Oh my God, Lord, what a great move! It's a great move to buy a developer that has only made DLC for the last 4.5 years." No, I cannot.
Well, they did it when they bought Blue Point, and those motherfuckers just do PC ports
When this company
or remasters.
Yeah,
So
that makes more sense than Destiny. Bungie
will
doesn't make
y'all at least Sega Forever and Sega Man have champagne with me on air when Sony goes out of business?
Oh yeah.
Because
absolutely.
it's all I think about now with bated breath. Not my health, not my future, not fucking the Flash movie, not any of my family staying alive for the rest of 2022. All I think about now is that fucking company coming to a close. And like Unlimited Production said, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. And you gotta laugh at it. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta you know what, guys? I think that Sony did. This is a move for them to make Microsoft look bad. Motherfucker, Microsoft just bought all the games on Earth. They already look bad. So there's no need to try to fucking
I'm talking. Well, we're talking about how trying to give that little Poogie, that stupid little narrative of they're taking games away so that other players can't play it on PlayStation, even though there's a big install base. That's all it is.
2013 when y'all bought that little Japanese
but that's what they're doing.
Stage,
But regardless, that's what they're doing.
On PlayStation. Motherfuckers are smarter than that now. Even the Marvel fans had enough brains to say, "Yo, man, this fucking Eternal sucks." They finally, you know what I mean? You're finally seeing people use common sense. And Unlimited Production, it took goddamn forever. Because I thought I was the only motherfucker with an operating brain walking on this planet. I was lonely. I was crying like, damn, why ain't nobody else fucking thinking? How come nobody else can't see past the bullshit that this fucking company that's dying? But I guess
it's been for years. Absolutely.
Well, E-Rock, if they dying, why'd they spend $3.4 billion? Now, you got me on that one. I don't know where these broke motherfuckers found $3.4 billion.
That's another debt charge, boy.
Yeah, exactly. Probably some loans or some shit. You know, look.
Oh, what they're doing. What they're basically doing is they're taking the money that they're making because they're saying they have $20 billion in money that they could spend right in their pockets, although they're $2 trillion in debt. Then that means they're just paying what they get, keep on buying shit, paying shit, and not paying their debt because probably the COVID situation where they're giving people leniency where they don't have to pay their debts off because of other things that they got to take care of, and that's probably how they're getting away with it. But again, their rules.
Did you see Sony's car?
Oh, which one? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
they're making a
Sony
car.
had a concept car. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making a car. That shit is going to flop, by the way. That shit is going to flop hard. Yeah.
They're making a car.
It's about as successful as their cell phones, man.
They're making a car.
So
yeah.
Sony is one of them black or Puerto Rican chicks in the hood that they just bought the new iPhone for $700, but my rent is due Tuesday, but fuck the rent. I had to get that iPhone. That's what y'all are. There's no way what they $1 trillion in debt or some shit.
Two with a T. $2 trillion.
And you spend money on Bungie. Oh my God.
Hey man, that stuff like that is how they ended up in debt like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but hey, E-Rock, do you think Phil's gonna let him fail?
Probably not.
Probably not. You know what? That's my only problem with Phil Spencer. Phil, listen, man. You are a bad representative of the white race. Don't you know that you are supposed to let these other companies die? Do you think that Fruity Pebbles is going to help out motherfucking Cocoa Puff Snow? Let them motherfuckers die. Let PlayStation become a brand that you could play on your phone, or the PlayStation Collection, or Xbox Live, or the PlayStation Collection. that barely runs or whatever weak ass hardware Nintendo has next year. Yo, man.
No,
we-
hey, you know what? You brought up something. You gave me a thought there, E-Rock. Phil probably doesn't look. Phil probably knows something. Look, the thing about working in industries is that you have more information than other people. You know what I'm saying? I work for an oil company. I know things about oil and energy that maybe somebody who works in hospitality
won't know.
and vice versa. So I'm saying this. Phil probably knows that hey, this PS5 is their last console. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know specifically
Right.
if it is or not.
Mhm.
But let's say if
Hypothetical.
the PS5 or PS6 is their last console, he's
Mhm.
look, everything Phil has done so far has shown he plays the long game. So for all we know, he probably just sitting back, letting it because the PS5 shortage, they're not selling like the PS4.
I mean,
He
they
could
went back
easily
to
be sitting there
they
saying, hey,
went
look,
back to manufacture the PS4. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty telling.
Yeah, but not only that, you remember with console hardware, you don't make money off the console till the end of the generation.
Absolutely.
There's
Mhm.
Sony software is not selling. We know this because for example, there's a report last year how the Japanese aren't buying PS5 games. Phil's probably
Right.
playing the long game, saying, "All right, if I just continue doing what we're doing with Game Pass, we got players out the ass, 20, 25 million subscribers, 20 million Halo players, so we're good. Just let Sony continue to crash and burn, play catch up, and do it poorly. In a generation or two, they're not making consoles. Who's got the power? Phil's got all the power in this situation. So
Mhm.
as much as we say, hey, nice guy Phil, he probably just playing the long game, and I don't blame him. And while you're at
That's
it,
a big possibility. Absolutely, it's a very big
and just say all the right things so that people have no reason to get mad at you.
That dirty rat. What a monster.
Start panicking. Because yeah, you know what, man. Phil is playing a long game, and he's very deceptive. On one
Oh, yeah.
hand, on one hand, I wish he would fucking acknowledge his white genes and just destroy everything in sight. You know, Phil is so
Stop
nice.
it.
Phil is so nice that if he'd have came here in the Mayflower, the Indians would still be here. There ain't no more.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That white man came here and ain't no more Indians. Listen,
Oh,
Phil,
Oh,
it is
God.
okay. It is okay for you to destroy everything in sight. If Microsoft is such the bad guy, it's okay for y'all to just swallow everything. It's okay for y'all to get so powerful that y'all buy up EA, Ubisoft. Them French will probably never sell that shit, but I'm loving every minute. Phil made one announcement and y'all lost $20 billion. Phil made one
And
announcement,
still had the audacity to spend 3.6
but they
a
see
week
that
later.
Phil shook them. Phil shook them so bad. Phil shook them so bad. Oh my God. What do we do? Who do we buy? Well, we can't buy EA. They want too much. We can't buy Warner Brothers. They want too much. We can't buy Ubisoft. They want way too much. Who can we buy? Well, Bungie over here having a fire sale. Let's get them real quick.
Damn, that's a mean ass fire sale though. 3.6. Damn, that's mean.
horrible. That's a
That's
horrible-
pretty mean.
that's a horrible-
Well, look, let's go.
He
Go
got them with
ahead.
the ropes. I love it. He got them Japanese with the ropes. I love
Let's
that.
end the podcast. Let's end the streaming on a good note, and let's do a GoFundMe. So since we just found out today that MLB The Show 22 is coming on Game Pass today, how many of us are going to actually support them to give Sony some money?
I didn't buy it last year. I'm not buying it this year. I just don't.
Oh
like
damn!
It. Yeah,
That's not the answer we want to hear right now. Unlimited.
Hey,
was
man, look,
garbage.
I'm a huge sports fan. I cannot play sports games. I just think they're
Right.
all terrible. I really do. It's not 2004 anymore, man. Where you
Right.
had Madden at its prime and NFL 2K5 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
real competition. I mean, there's no NBA Live no more, so all you got is 2K and their shitty microtransactions and virtual currency.
I think Tecmo is so bad now.
Yeah,
Unlimited. How is your baseball game so bad that it makes Madden look like a masterpiece in comparison?
Oh Jesus
A
Christ!
fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball is kind of lame.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like baseball as a sport.
Sega's baseball wasn't.
Oh no! Well, I thought World Series baseball was a much better game. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
2K was the best.
Absolutely. So I guess that means so we got a note from Sega. From Unlimited. What about you, E-Rock? You gonna pick it up and help the Sony over there and their fan base to get some money?
I bought that bullshit last year, never got a refund. So that's a no for me. Fuck no. That was the worst. I fell asleep playing that shit. The game was playing, watching me. I wasn't playing that shit.
All right. So, Sega man, what about you? You gonna pick it up?
Hey man, can you download and play that for free on PlayStation 5?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
Only on Xbox. Only on Xbox.
They got to pay 70 clams. That's a
70
magic,
clan.
that's a magic number for them. 70. Oh man, they love that.
70.
And I love it too.
Oh wow. And what about you, my brother? Sega Forever. You planning to pick it up?
Man, I'm a Pirates fan. My team sucks. So
Uh,
I mean, I'll download it maybe out of respect, but I mean, they only
damn.
gonna get my monthly payment. That's about
Well, I
it.
mean, I got Game Pass, so I'll definitely download it.
Yeah,
I don't have to
download
pay
it.
any
Try it
extra
out.
and check it out. Maybe that'll help them. I mean, they are getting paid up front anyway.
That'll be the
Uh,
fastest delete in history that you ever seen.
So, guys, listen. Thank you for taking the time to stop in and hearing us out. Just, like I said, it was very minimal. I wanted to just give my thoughts on what I saw with the media and the differences and how Microsoft is monopolizing and Sony is being masterful chess players today from the from the freaking lunacy and the clownery that you see. And I wanted to share my thoughts with my brothers. Obviously, thank you guys for stopping by. So, Sega man, just say where they can find you. Let them know.
Man, Bungie's dead. But anyways,
Wow.
man, you can find me on my YouTube channel at Sega Man 101 and on the Alpha on Saturdays with my brothers. As always, maybe sometime we can get our brother, Sega Forever on. Come on the Exile, or come on the Alpha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be great to have him on there and join us, man. This was a good podcast tonight, but thanks for inviting us all, man. This was a really
Thank you.
podcast,
Thank
man.
you for
Just want to
stopping.
rock out with all you guys, man, and having some shits and giggles, bro. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Unlimited. I know that you have work early, so it really means a lot that you stopped by. Hope you had some fun. I know it was more clownery than anything else, but that's what it's all for, just to hang out, just have a good time. Let them know they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on my channel, Limited Production. And hey, man, it's another great show. Always great hanging with you guys, man. And nice to see Sega Forever as well, because he's not often around to join us, being out there in Hawaii
Absolutely.
and stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know out there it's probably like 7 p.m. So he probably about to have dinner and shit. Well, while we need to go to sleep. My dumb ass joined the show knowing damn where I gotta work, so I'm gonna be tired of hell tomorrow.
Listen, it was all worth it. It was all worth it with all that laughing you did. You might wake up with stomach pains from all that laughing. So Sega Forever, thank you for stopping by, brother. As you can see, nothing's really changed. We're still a bunch of clowns over here and lunatics, even though we're the ones that speak with the most common sense. But it is what it is. Let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, so my gamer tag is Sega Forever. If you're playing Back for Blood or if you're playing Halo Infinite, I'm gonna start dropping into Dungeons and Dragons pretty soon. But yeah, I've been online, man, enjoying Game Pass. Game Pass is awesome, dude. There's a game for everybody in that service.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing all the stuff that they have. But yeah, and then if you're on YouTube, it's all in channel. But I'll try and put up some videos, man. It's just kind of hard right now.
absolutely.
But yeah, dude, I just caught up with everybody's videos, so good job, guys. But yeah, thanks for repping the Xbox community, man. Like I said before, there's been a lot of guys that have come and gone. It's funny to see them trying to get back in now. But yeah, dude, thanks for holding it down, dude. I'm talking about E-Rock and Unlimited, Sega Man, Hebot, of course. Tuck, I saw Tuck's gonna start doing his own live stream, which is cool. T Reaper, it's always good to watch you guys. And everybody in the chat, man. Trust me, man. I don't say a lot, but I'm watching.
Absolutely. Just don't be a stranger. Try to join us as much as you can.
No, but I appreciate you guys. Dude, I appreciate you guys holding it down, because what I did with the Activision stuff, I try and get a lot of perspective. Even though I should know better, I try and watch a lot of different people's stuff. I mean, it can be irritating, but you kind of want to get a wide scope of what everything is. But it's always good to come back home, man, because you guys are the only ones repping Xbox 100. There's very few of us, man, that are doing it. Or I won't include myself because I'm not doing it as much. But it's always good to see you guys videos, man. Somebody putting it.
No, the pleasure is ours, is mine. Thank you. Like I said, your family here, you'll always be. And my brother E-Rock, thank you so much. It's definitely, I know you were smoking, drinking, and definitely you were on your element tonight because there's no way in hell you're going to come out here to waste your time, like you said, and having that much energy and making us laugh like you do all the time, brother. So let them know where they can find you, Don King of Xbox, please.
Oh, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I didn't say coming on We Got Next is a waste of time. It's always a pleasure. I'm
No,
saying that talking about Sony is a waste of time
I'm
because
just saying, it's a waste of time with Sony.
look, man, I'm enjoying every minute of this. All I'm doing now is laughing. I mean, I know he about want to strangle the fuck out of me because he be trying to
No.
be analytical and make sense of all of this shit. And he tries to make peace when all I want to do is make war. Sony, I fucking hate you. I hate your fans. I hate your families. I hate your fucking dogs. I hate your pets. I hope everything bad happens to a Sony fan. I hope that tomorrow morning when you wake up and got to take a shit, it's a toilet stall. I hope everything bad happens to y'all. And I can't wait till that stupid fucking company goes under and they can no longer play that stupid Japanese box. That'll be a great day for me. And if it happens while I'm in my grave, I'm gonna clap in my grave. The Undertaker gonna hear motherfucking somebody clapping in the dirt, and it's gonna be me clapping at the end of fucking Sony. I don't want nothing good to happen for them. I want all bad for that to happen. I'm glad you wasted $3.4 billion on a dead fucking public. Right now, whoever the executives are at Bungie, they got to be high fiving each other. They getting lap dances by strippers and cracking open champagne because they sold a company that don't exist to a motherfucking company that's got no brains. And I love it. Thank you for having me be here tonight. Sega forever. Sega forever. I'm sorry that every time we get together, I'm so vicious and nasty. But you got to understand, these PlayStation fans harassed me for 9 goddamn years. And so now
it's been a long time.
Dude, it's our turn. It's our turn. It's our turn, man. Enjoy.
Well, he's had it bottled in for a long time, like all of us. We understand, brother.
It's our turn to harass them. When I was trying to tell everybody that Super Lucky Tales was a great game, y'all was telling me it was an awful game. When I was telling y'all that State of Decay and Crackdown was fun, y'all was telling me that I was a dumb Xbot and y'all should be playing God of War. Now y'all should be playing Call of Duty. Oh, whoops, y'all can't play Call of Duty or Starfield or Elder Scrolls or Crash Bandicoot or Diablo or any of that shit. So fuck you. I hope everything bad happens. Yeah,
Bro, what if they bring back Guitar Hero, man? If they bring back Guitar Hero,
they could play it, but you have to become an expert in order to do that.
They won't do that. Guys, they will not do that.
On their Obama phone.
On the Obama phone, right?
Let them suffer and let them tweet because before he goes, with every day they show y'all how ignorant, dumb, and absent of facts. Ignorance is the absence of facts. They show y'all every day how stupid they are. And if y'all think this was just the beginning, y'all wait till Horizon Zero Dawn drops. Y'all wait till that shit drops next week. Y'all going to see tweets that you can't believe. They're going to compare Horizon Zero Dawn to the second coming of Christ. You just wait to see.
Yeah, you're right about that. So as much as my brother E-Rock thinks that I'm just trying to be political, I'm really just trying to keep consistency of calling out Sony and all their bull BS and how I feel that every move they make, including this one, is definitely just trying to be the white knights trying to make themselves look good and make Microsoft look worse or look bad because like if they could actually do that because they've been put under the rug for any little thing they've done, I mean, they can't do no more harm than they've already been through. But I really agree with my brother. You know, we've been through a lot. It's been a long time. I'm really enjoying it because it's about time because there's been a long time coming for them, you know, especially with their mudslinging ways and their arrogance through the years. And we witnessed it all. We were there from day one. So, you know, that's the whole point of doing these streams with the brothers, with the guys out in the chat, to get our point of view and our ideas and, you know, and obviously speak, have game talk, which is what it's all about. We got next. And this is our home. This is not just mine. So thank you to the chat, like for 9 Foot and Poseidon and people like 100 and Cyberbomb and Mr. Kima, Joe Khan, other people like Soul Slav. Everybody kept it nice and friendly, no disrespecting. To Fire Boss,
what's the matter with y'all?
Jay Dizzle, Mike Johnson, T Reaper 100 for stopping by. You're so stupid, Mr. Kima. Again, like I said, Contra
Were
fan. That's the one.
they respectful to us from 2013 to 2017? Man, I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm out.
Smitty Smith. You know, all the people in the chat that came and gave us some love and respect. So, guys, thank you for that.
Oh,
Thank you, Sega Man. Thank you, Sega Forever. Thank you, E-Rock. Thank you, Unlimited, for having me on again. Like I said, I just wanted to have some conversation and get you guys' point of view. I just wish it was a little earlier because I know since it's late, it makes it very difficult for everyone. So you guys have a good night, and hopefully you enjoy what we got next. And Emmanuel Swift, thank you for stopping by. To Emmanuel A1, thank you so much, brothers. Until the next one, guys. Have a good night. See you then. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.